Okay, so our group is group three, and we had Apple, and the group members are Soren, Jet, Mackenzie, Samantha, and me, Nate.
All right, so I'll be giving you the background of the Apple company. So in 1976, Apple was founded by three men: Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. Jobs and Wozniak started to build the Apple One in Jobs' garage, the famous garage buildup. The first plan was to sell Wozniak's hand-built computer. This is like the starting point of when Wozniak and Jobs always disagreed on things. After some time, Ronald Wayne left the company, sold it to Wozniak for $800, which now, if he kept it, would have been worth $94 million. John Sculley was hired by us to be the new Apple. Sculley was CEO of Pepsi. Wanted to reduce the price of the iMac when they introduced it, and Sculley was very didn't want to do it because he saw it as a waste because it wasn't making any money for the company. So him and Jobs disagreed heavily on it, and that led to Jobs leaving the Apple company and starting up his new product, which was the Next company, or NEXT software. Jobs then began to build a black cube, which is yet another disappointment to the public when he released it in his keynote that he was so special about. In 1987, Wozniak decided to leave the Apple company, but he also stayed there as an employee to also oversee some types of things that people were doing, kind of a mentor for the younger people. In the 1990s, that was a rough year for Apple. There was a lot of people coming and go as CEOs, and their products weren't doing too well. They're not making anything groundbreaking in their field. In 1997, Emilio was the new CEO of Apple and purchased Steve Jobs' software company Next. So then Jobs retired, went back to the Apple company. And when he went back to the Apple company, the disagreement started all over again. He disagreed with the head board. So then Emilio decided to step down from CEO, and Jobs became the new interim CEO, or what he would call himself, the iCEO. Apple was at rock bottom at this time when he became the iCEO, and they needed to boost back into getting back on tracks to start competing with their competitors. So Steve agreed to on a $150 million deal with Microsoft to share a few things in return of things. In 1998, the iMac was released with a whole colorful, transparent back, which was groundbreaking for the time. Then in 2001, iTunes, OS X, and iPods were released, which is today the most successful thing the Apple company has done. As the years go on, the products get smaller and thinner, and finally in 2007, they decided to release the new iPhone. They continue to make the best products, from computers to watches. They continue to make great marketing by big keynotes, commercials, and billboards. So simple, yet it works so well. With companies' ups and downs, the Apple company has growth over 12,000% since the time of being created. So the company is pretty stable to this day.
So there are three different types of environmental forces that affect Apple externally, and they are competition, technology, and the economy. So first, we are going to start out by talking about competition. So competition is something that you go through multiple times in your life, whether it is in school, work, or just doing everyday tasks. It can motivate people to do better in life and also when producing new products. If one of Apple's biggest competitors came out with a new flashy device, Apple in a way is going to be jealous, making them want to upgrade their existing products or come out with something new to come out on top. Now, Apple has a lot of different competitors, but that can differ depending on what product you're talking about. For example, if you're talking about the Apple Watch, the competition for that may include Garmin or Fitbit, as shown in the bottom right-hand corner. But besides Apple's cutthroat competition, they still continue to come out on top of the leaderboard for many of their different products. The second environmental force that Apple deals with is technology, which could either hurt or benefit them. It could harm them if one of their competitors gets the most advantage, gets the most advanced technology before they do. So for example, Samsung came out with the foldable screen on their newest smartphone, which could lead to a decline in sales because people might find that feature more attractive than maybe something Apple has. So Apple needs to continue to improve and produce new products to stay ahead of competition such as the Samsung foldable screen. The last environmental force that affects Apple externally is the economy. With fast growing developing countries like India, Apple can get their products to them faster, which will lead to a gain in sales. Also, having well-developed countries that have sustainable economics, such as the United Kingdom and Denmark, will help Apple as well. But by growing Apple's market, they will eventually be able to make more profit.
Marketing objectives and performance. So objectives. Apple continues to make groundbreaking products. So every year, Apple comes out with new products and technology that the world hasn't seen before. For example, Apple's newest iPhone, the iPhone 12, comes with a new A14 Bionic processor. So this processor is 50% faster than any of its competition. With being this large of a company, Apple sets a pace for technology that they release. So if they come out with something new, other companies tend to follow it and follow in their footsteps. They dictate the movement for future technology. So people trust Apple. Since they trust in Apple and know that the product they are buying will be good, it makes people more willing to buy these products. And technology is always changing, but people are more likely to stick with the company that they trust, which in this case is Apple. Apple enters the market before their competitors do. And by entering the market before the competitors, it ensures that people will buy the Apple products first, which means that they're going to get more sales and that people are going to be loyal to that product. Apple offers premium products to their customers. So with offering premium products to the customers, people realize that when they buy Apple, they're getting the top-notch phone. This will make their customers want to come back for the next iPhone when it's released, or even come back when Apple makes any new product. And then the performance. Apple is one of the top revenue grossing companies in the United States. In the 2019 financial year, Apple's total net sales were 260 billion US dollars, which is a lot of money. Every product that they released has been a huge success, especially recently. Basically, every Apple product has been a crazy success. Just look at the iPhone, for example. Everybody has one. Right now, there's over 1 billion active iPhones that are in the world. And when you compare this to Android, which only has 129 million active users, it's pretty crazy, and it shows how successful Apple is with their iPhone. And then Apple had an all-time record revenue of 111.4 billion for the first quarter of 2021. So this is a record for them. And along with this, Apple's international sales amounted for 64% of this quarter's revenue, which just shows how Apple is expanding internationally to other countries and other people, I guess.
So the marketing mix for Apple. Apple sells a variety of different tech products. These include 21 different iPhones, iMac desktops, MacBook laptops, iPads, iPods, AirPods, Apple Watches, Apple TVs, and HomePod speakers. Along with these products, they also sell accessories for them, which include Apple Pencils, keyboards, smart covers, and adapters. Even though Apple has a wide variety of products, they still manage to maintain a very high quality. Price. Apple has premium pricing for their products. They found that customers are fine with paying higher prices since Apple products have high-end technology and really high quality. Because of these prices, Apple attracts middle to high-income customers, which maintains their high-end image. Apple promotes their products through commercials and print ads. Their ads are very simplistic, usually with a white background to contrast their darker products, or a black background with white text. These ads highlight the main features of the product they're promoting, which makes them easier for customers to understand. Along with their ads, Apple also has yearly keynote speeches, which have become part of the brand's image. At these speeches, they talk about new things and ideas Apple has for the future, which keeps their fans interested. Apple has very strict guidelines when it comes to who can distribute their products. The places that can distribute them include Apple stores, the Apple website, and authorized retailers like Target and Walmart. The limited distribution creates exclusivity and maintains the high-end image of the company. Apple has a lot of strengths as a company. They've been ranked the #1 most valuable brand for the 8th consecutive year in a row by Interbrand. They are one of, if not the most reliable company in the world. They have millions of loyal customers with a customer retention rate of about 92%, which is very high. They have the first mover advantage since they were the first company to release a high quality touchscreen phone. And they also practice sustainability with their iPhone recycling robot that's called Liam. Along with their strengths, though, Apple has a few weaknesses. Like I said before, their products have high prices, which makes them hard to afford for low-income customers. They have limited advertising with just their print ads and commercials. Their products are often incompatible with other softwares and products, which can be very inconvenient for customers. And they have also had tracking allegations, which creates distrust with current and potential customers. Apple has a lot of opportunities as well. They've been dominating the tech industry for years, which makes it easier for them to attract new customers. They have highly qualified professionals working for their company who can continuously create new products, opportunities, and help the company grow. They have a limited distribution network that they can easily expand and increase their sales drastically. And they also lack eco-friendly technology, so they could create a product that is better for the environment and that would make their customers happy. There are a few threats that impose on Apple. Apple is highly dependent on China for the manufacturing of their products. So since the COVID outbreak has affected China, it has affected their distribution and sales drastically. Apple has become vulnerable in third world countries since illegal dealers are selling counterfeit products there, and potential customers could be led to believe that these low quality products are real Apple products, and that could harm the image of the company. And just like every other company, Apple still faces threats from competitors such as Samsung, Google, and Windows.
So Apple's competitors, given that Apple has such a large scale product base with loyal customers, it's difficult to place another company at the neck of Apple, obviously. Apple has a wide range of products. There are many that Apple has a wide range of products. There are many companies that compare to Apple in many different ways. For example, Apple MacBooks, the companies that would most likely be competitive with them would be like Dell or HP, whereas like the iPhones would be closer to like Samsung. With all these things into play, Samsung would probably be the best known closest competitor to Apple. Samsung would provide the closest client base to Apple through their phones and watches. They have some similarities through their outstanding lineup of phones. Their marketing strategy is also very similar due to their phones. Apple and Samsung have both from day one focused themselves on providing top-notch products that are worthy of their premium price. So some similarities and differences between Samsung and Apple. Some similarities would be that Apple and Samsung have both provided exceptional quality through their phones and watches and have proven that their quality is very nice. They both have obtained a proven client base who sticks with their product from new phone to new phone. One thing that both Samsung and Apple have in common is that, or one thing that Apple and Samsung don't have in common that helps both of them is that they both have different softwares, which leads which leads clients to be skeptical about changing their brands because it would be difficult for them to understand. Samsung and Apple have both proven themselves to be worldwide top brands. And some differences between Samsung and Apple would be that Samsung as a whole has tried many more products than Apple. They have broadened their spectrum of products, bringing their exceptional electronics into their other products, like refrigerators and dryers and even ultrasound machines. And Samsung and Apple, while both having top-of-the-line phones, they both provide a very different experience through their operating systems, making their clients stay loyal to the operating system they have grown to understand and are easy for them to use. That's it. Thank you.